And do you think that we will see peace in these different regions like Ukraine, like the Middle East, where there's been turbulence really for years now?
Well, that's why I qualified rather my remarks about the Middle East and peace in the Middle East. In a relative way, I think we can bring things into a much better place. Obviously, what happened the October before last shook up everybody. The reaction to that still has shaken up a lot of people, but it kind of called the question, like, where do we stand? Who do we stand with? And can we draw the line fairly so that even those who are not with us, they'll at least know that if they cross that line, there is consequence, as opposed to if they cross that line, we'll just draw another line and then another line, right? I think you're going to see real progress. And boy, if there's one place on earth that really needs it, has needed for a very long time, it's the Middle East.
We've had obviously a busy election season, and then, like I said earlier, like we've been talking about, Trump hit the ground running and trying to assemble his cabinet, assemble his administration. We have the holidays coming up, and then his inauguration's right around the corner. What specifically are you looking out for between now and then?
Well, I think it's really the latter. I mean, the most important thing between now and inauguration, between getting your inauguration tickets, right, get to one of the balls, those are fun as heck, are the confirmations. And I think some of the first confirmations, I think, will probably involve people like Marco Rubio and Pam Bondi. I think they're going to be well downstream with those well before inauguration. Of course, those begin right after the Senate convenes. I think it's January 3rd. So that's the first thing to look at, how smooth that process is for what will be a couple of weeks, right? That'll have a lot to do with first impressions about not only the quality of the team, but also the American support for Donald Trump and the team he's bringing to the fore. And then after inauguration, I guarantee you're going to see things move and move quickly. It's not, and people are suspecting, well, it's going to be the bureaucracy against the president and the administration. To some degree, it will be, because change is not an easy thing for people, Brittany. It just sometimes scares people. But if you believe in what we're saying to each other, in poll after poll, 7 out of 10 Americans or more think we're just not on the right track. What are we waiting for? And Donald Trump has heard that loud and clear. He thinks his mandate from the last election, which was not a close election, at least in the Electoral College, it was a landslide. His mandate, he believes, and I think he's right, is get it done. Let's see real change. Now, by the way, at the end of the day, if real change doesn't work out as planned, then that's something that the administration will have to be held to account for. But they will not go quietly into the night when the doubters say, well, we've never done it that way. It shouldn't be done that way. What were you thinking? All he's going to say to them is, what you did was not working. Shame on you for stopping us, the American people, from getting the job done.
And then if voters don't like that change, they can decide at the ballot box in 4 years from now